Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The Retro Antique and Curiosities Crawl is this Friday and Saturday. Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Embark on a shop-hop adventure designed for people to discover hidden gems in shops and communities in a well-organized and distinctive antique shopping experience. With shops in Oskaloosa, Pella, and Eddyville. For more information, find Retro Antique Tour on Facebook. Come have a fun night with the band Brass Pair performing at the Keswick Tavern this Saturday night. The band will be playing from 8 to 11 p.m. with no cover charge. The Keswick Tavern is located at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick, Iowa. Brass Pair is an Eastern Iowa rock and variety band specializing in music from multiple genres. They're going to play the big, juicy hits this Saturday night at the Keswick Tavern from 8 to 11 p.m. No cover charge. Time for just another morning show here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. It's definitely a Monday.
It is definitely a Monday.
Definitely.
Everywhere you look. Like every turn I took seemed to lead me here.
By hook or by crook.
What?
I thought you were doing rhymes with things that sound like ook. Everywhere you look.
Yeah.
And then you said something.
Took.
Yeah.
Hook, crook, book. Shook me off. It is a Monday.
It shook. Shook me to the core.
Yes.
Hey, good morning. Yeah. Let's see. Coming up here in about an hour, we're going to be chatting with somebody from the group Sleep in Heavenly Peace. I'm not sure. I've messaged with this person. I've texted with this person. But I don't know their name or if they're a guy or a girl.
It's a mystery.
We'll all find out together. So Sleep in Heavenly Peace. They're based in Washington County. They're going to be coming to Keokuk County. They've got a meeting coming up later on this week that we're going to be chatting about. So stay tuned for that. Hey, let's do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney. They sponsor our show, just another morning show. Savings are made simple at Brothers Market. Go to shopbrothersmarket.com. Get the app. It's a smart way to shop. You can get digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week shopping deals, and a whole lot more at Brothers Market in Sigourney. We thank Osky Dental for sponsoring our studios. Neil, I'll let you do the honors.
Oh, Osky Dental. Had a great time last Friday with Dr. Dan.
Yeah.
And if you didn't get to watch it, go back and check it out, and you'll find out why you want to schedule your appointment with him. They're accepting new patients. They will file all your insurance forms, and they are a Delta Dental provider.
Delta Dental.
Delta Dental provider.
Delta Dental.
I feel like Toothy had the wrong voice from the very beginning. It should have been more like the Delta Dental provider. Anyway.
Hello, folks.
We are Delta Dental. They're located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Or if you don't know where that is and you want to find out, give them a call because they'd be glad to take your phone call at 641-673-4845. Oh. Toothy's not ready this morning.
Osky Dental, Brothers Market, huge parts of our show here on just another morning show. Let's jump over to the weather lab. Get over there, Neil. Yeah. Gitch.
That was my door. Sounds really weird. Sounded like half whip or something. Hey.
You gonna whip the nay-nay?
With the nay-nay, whipped or something. I don't know the words. This I like. I haven't even read through it yet, but look how condensed it is.
This is the easiest forecast you're ever gonna read.
This is the way it should be. Today, partly sunny, a high near 65, mild winds, patchy fog after 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Anyway, okay, patchy fog overnight. Otherwise, partly cloudy, a low around 45. That fog will stick around until around 8 tomorrow. Otherwise, sunny and a high near 73. Man, oh man. Tomorrow's winds, why even put 5 mile per hour?
Yeah, wind.
Yeah. Oh, listen to this. Partly cloudy tomorrow night. 51 for a low. 5 mile per hour becoming calm in the evening. Wednesday, partly sunny and a high of 77 degrees. Garden Gate, this is why we love you, for bringing us our forecast and making nice ones like that.
Nice forecast. I mean, the whole week, the entire week is looking just like that, basically. I mean, you go into Thursday, sunny, 72. Friday, sunny, 72. I think we might have to go outside on Friday for the Iowa Music Showcase.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday are both sunny and 78. So dry, not windy, 70s all week long.
There's not a rain chance in there, is it?
Perfect forecast.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Perfection.
Perfection? I don't know.
Enjoy this week.
I think God broke the mold when he made me.
Thanks, Neil, for going over to the weather lab. You can come back now.
Thank you.
Come back out of the weather lab. All right.
That door's even weirder. Weirder?
This or That is up next. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Couch or recliner?
Huh. Well, I mean, you can't beat a good recliner. They're just comfy. Take a little snooze if you want, kick back. But you know what? It's a lot easier to sleep on a couch at night.
It is. When you're in the doghouse.
Yes. I seem to hit my couch a lot. Yeah, I'm going to go couch because you can sit, you can kick back to the side, or you
maybe
can just
it's
lay
a couch
down.
that even has like the recliner.
Yeah, those are the bomb.
.com.
Bomb.com.
In my house, the way we have it set up in our living room area, I get the couch and Stacy gets the recliner.
Yeah.
When we're watching TV. And the dogs just lay on top of me.
Sure.
And the cat. The good cat.
The good cat. Not that bad one.
Esther, the good cat. Esther never gets mentioned by name.
I forget her name.
Just Cat,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm giving
Esther.
Poopy away. By the way.
Poopy is.
And I am dead serious on that. Poopy's a goner. If anybody wants Poopy.
Save him by Tuesday at 3:30 or
Yeah. He's going outside. So that's our This or That. It goes up at 6 a.m. each weekday morning. Question of the day, sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa at 202 North Main, Sigourney. Goes up at noon each weekday. What celebrity death made you cry? Has any celebrity death ever hit you that much emotionally?
I'm guessing there's been a few, maybe not to make me cry. I've always said that, some people have gotten very tore up over celebrity deaths.
From the floor up.
And I'm like, I don't know. But I can tell you right now, if, and that's a big old, I'll do every one of them knock on wood and stuff like that things if I have to. If Lars Ulrich, the drummer from Metallica, passed away today, I may not be in for a week. Because that would shake me to my core. But I don't know of any that... you?
I have one.
Okay, I think you've talked about it before.
What? Who do you think
Is it a wrestler?
It is!
That's what I knew that there was a wrestler.
It's so stupid. This was a few years ago. So, all right, well, I'll bring us back up on the screen. They've looked at this long enough. So I'm a pro wrestling geek, obviously. if somebody made me cry by dying. So I was a huge fan of the Road Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. They had the spiked shoulder pads. They had the face paint. They had the crazy mohawk haircuts. They did it for me. They were my by far my favorite pro wrestlers.
Right.
I met them each a few times over the years. But then Road Warrior Animal died here a few years ago. You know, it was unexpected. It wasn't, you know, like he had any long-running illnesses or diseases or anything. Yeah, I think he had a heart attack.
Oh, really?
He just died. And his partner, Hawk, had died at a young age in his 40s, 20 years ago. So that was also unexpected. You know, they came up in the era of steroids and all that stuff. So I think that all of that came back to haunt probably both of them. But yeah, and I will admit it, yeah, when Road Warrior Animal died, I cried a little bit.
Really?
It's like, man, there goes a big chunk of my childhood.
Sure. Yep.
Gone now.
Right.
So, yeah, anyway. The funny thing was I met Animal a few years ago and gave him my band's CD at the time.
No
and
way.
He posed for a couple pictures holding the CD. So it's like,
cool.
Yeah, one of my heroes has my music.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that's the one. That's the one that got me.
Huh. I have nothing to be ashamed of at all, buddy. Don't think about it, because then you might get upset again. No, I don't. I mean, I'm really trying to think if there was one through the years that got me, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, and it probably, meeting them.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And, actually spending some time with each of them over the years probably added a little bit to it. But yeah, anyway, good memories. But sad when they pass away.
Those will be some good comments.
Yeah.
I'm really interested.
I mean, Amber's chiming in the comments. Waylon Jennings, George Jones, and Robin Williams.
Well, Amber, you've had a tough life. I'm sorry.
Hey, we're into a brand new tournament. Let's bring that
goodness.
Up. Did you see this go up?
I did not.
All right. So we're into a new tournament. Let's bring up the overall brackets.
You throw the crap one in the front.
Yeah, we're getting rid of either Life or Cheerios right off the bat. All right, here's the thing, though. So you can see the 16 cereals that made the tournament. I did some in-depth research over the weekend, was looking for the top-selling cereals. And, I had to make one or two. I had to make a couple of exceptions. For some reason, on the list that I was looking at, and I just find it hard to believe, that Captain Crunch was not in.
Really?
I just don't believe that. Captain Crunch has to be
a few in there that I'm still. Well, no, okay.
I mean, Life was consistently, like, I looked at a few different polls and a few different lists. Life was consistently on those lists.
I don't know if
I've never eaten Life cereal.
Yeah. It doesn't look appealing at all.
Yeah. And Cheerios is like consistently right up there near the top in all the different lists that I saw. So for top selling cereals. So some of these might be a little bit of a surprise. But yeah, so we're starting off with Cheerios and Life. Which of those bland cereals?
Well, Cheerios.
I could have made this a three-way and put checks in there too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Cheerios, the only way you can eat Cheerios is with like a cup of sugar and maybe slice some bananas in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Cheerios with a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
That's what Honey Nut Cheerios are for.
That's just it.
Because they taste better.
Oh, way better. I like Honey Nut Cheerios, but Cheerios, Life, maybe I should go try some Life today. Yeah. And I would come in tomorrow and be like, dude, you are missing out. We have done this wrong our whole lives. Maybe I should do that.
So thumbs up for Cheerios, heart for Life. And, believe it or not, if you go and look at the voting, Life does have its share of votes. Cheerios is in the lead, the last I checked. But Life is getting its votes.
Weird.
So you've got Cheerios and Life. All right, if just eyeballing this, I'm saying Cheerios. Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
I'm saying comes out of that one section.
Probably Lucky Charms, even though I like Cocoa Pebbles better.
I'm saying Honey Nut Cheerios.
Is he going to take it all?
Comes
from
out
this
of
side?
that. No, just out of that section.
Yeah.
Final four.
Yeah, I could see that. Boy.
Frosted Flakes, maybe?
Maybe. Frosted Flakes or I don't know. Oh.
And then, boy, that bottom section is kind of lame.
Honey Bunches of Oats isn't horrible.
All right.
I've had it. I mean, I used to eat it here and there. It's not horrible. Rice Krispies. It's another one like Cheerios. It's not bad, but you got to sugar it up.
Yeah.
Frosted Mini Wheats, I used to like them. I don't anymore. I don't know why.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's your tournament for this
This'll be
month.
fun.
We'll see who comes out on top. It's brought to us, I didn't mention, Savage Energy. Savage Energy is our sponsor for this month, so check them out for your energy teas, your protein shakes, protein iced coffees, kids menu, caffeine-free refreshers. They got a whole bunch of good
And
stuff.
I believe today Savage Energy has a bunch of specials
Okay.
for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh. Ole.
Ole.
Arriba.
I should have worked on my Spanish for this day. Dang it. Taco. Burrito.
Nacho.
I like me a spicy chimichanga. I wish I could do that.
For my bunghole. Let's see here. What's going on this date?
Okay.
All right, so
There's
Tamara
a
Schuster.
bunch.
I did glance over to the comments. Tamara Schuster is a fan of life.
Okay, so is it healthy or something?
Does it actually taste good?
Right. Are you just
She
saying
says
that?
it's yummy.
Are you?
I can't envision life being yummy.
I'm going to get some today.
Tell us about it, Tamara. Do you have to throw the sugar on? Do you have to pour some sugar on
Pour some
life?
sugar on life. I'm getting some. I'll try
Get
it.
some life. Okay. I mean, cereal is expensive anymore.
I
You might
know.
be shelling out like $8 for a box of life. Is
That's
it
one of the
worth it?
reasons I eat less cereal, honestly. Because like I'd love to have 8 different boxes just to pick from, and it's too much.
I had toast today, so
You eat toast a lot, but you're doing a lot better on your diet than I am.
not really. But anyway,
Okay,
I
good.
was at one point.
I was at one point.
On this date in history, it is May 5th, Monday, May 5th. On this date, 1776,
Yeah.
a guy named Silas Dean, an American agent in Paris, invented invisible ink.
What?
Are we sure it wasn't Dan Schuster? Dan, the other day when he was in, sounded like he did some pretty interesting things during his time in the military and overseas.
Did he, or is he very, very good at like manipulating us?
Oh.
Huh? Did you ever think of that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Invisible ink.
I don't know if I've ever played with invisible ink. Have you?
I remember, was there like a cereal or a toy or something with invisible ink?
Maybe.
That you had to do something special to get it to appear? I remember something about invisible ink as a kid.
Yeah.
But evidently it's like an actual thing.
Huh.
What is that noise outside?
I believe it's either a garbage truck or something. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
no.
it's some big truck. Them jerks.
Those are dirt bags. On this date in 1904, if you know, you know. On this date in 1904, Cy Young. Does that name mean anything to you?
Yeah, he was a...
You're not a sports person.
No, but I mean, I've heard the name Cy Young. Was he baseball?
He was.
Okay.
A pitcher.
Okay.
The best pitcher gets
Oh.
the Cy Young Award each year.
Oh, yeah.
So 1904, Cy Young pitched the American League's first perfect game as the Boston Red Sox defeated the Philadelphia Athletics 3-0. So
Wow.
first perfect game for the American League, which means no hits, no walks, is perfect.
Really?
I mean,
That would be tough.
27 batters up, 27 batters down.
I like how you said up,
Up, and down.
down.
And then on this date in 1961, Alan B. Shepard became the first American in space.
Is he still up there?
Nope, they brought him back.
Oh, good.
They were nice enough to bring him back.
That was
it was
before
a
the Elon days.
15-minute suborbital flight.
What's that mean?
You know.
Yeah, no.
You know.
You know.
It was one of those, it wasn't it wasn't like a full orbital flight.
Well, yeah.
It was suborbital. Suborbital. Orbital.
A space flight that reaches space but does not achieve the speed necessary to enter a stable orbit around the planet. It means the vehicle reaches a high altitude, experiences a brief period of weightlessness, and then falls back to the Earth.
All right.
Well, hope he's okay.
Well, I mean, that was 1961.
He's probably dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Love you, Alan. Today is on the National Day calendar. We got a bunch.
It's loaded.
Woo! African World Heritage Day.
Yes.
Love it. World Portuguese Language Day.
I wish I could talk Portuguese.
Love it.
Love it.
International Day of the Midwife.
Yes.
Love it. National Silence the Shame Day.
Yes.
The shame about what?
All I know is it was founded in 2017 by the Hip Hop Professional Foundation.
Yo.
So I don't know if that helps you or not.
Silence the shame. School Lunch Hero Day.
So Sarah Smith Art would have gotten that back in the day.
Yeah. Although it says in parentheses it's the first Friday in May, so that would have been last Friday. Idiots. It's National Astronaut Day. I'm assuming that has something to do with Alan B. Shepard. It's National Hoagie Day.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a hoagie fan?
I'll eat a hoagie.
What's in a hoagie?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure if I've really ever had a hoagie. I'm guessing a hoagie. I don't know. Is hoagie just another name for a sub? I don't know.
It's National Totally Chipotle Day.
No, you said that wrong. It's like totally Chipotle, man. Day.
Dude.
Totally.
Chipotle.
Chipotle chilies are very, very good. They can be hot. I like it.
Feeling hot.
I like mine
It's
spicy.
National Cartoonist Day.
That one. I don't even know what just crawled in my mouth. National Cartoonist Day made me think of old cartoons that I used to be into. Do you ever remember BC? It was it was very dry humor.
Yeah.
And it was just like maybe 3 pictures, and that was the whole joke of it. But I had books of those.
Okay.
I used to love DC. So yeah. Yeah.
Bill Watterson.
Bill
Watterson wrote, did Calvin and Hobbes. And of course, who did Peanuts? Charles Schultz.
Yes.
So Cartoonist Day. And then it's also, of course, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yes. Ongole. I don't know if that's what Speedy Gonzalez used to say on Looney Tunes.
Are you does Cinco de Mayo do anything for you?
Hello. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this day is packed. I don't know with what, but
I mean, do you celebrate?
no, because we do Taco Tuesday like on Thursdays, so I'm good all year round. It's also Melanoma Monday.
Oh.
I was just trying to make sure that there wasn't anything else, but that's all I can find.
Okay. Cinco de Mayo,
Yeah.
by the way, the 5th of May, when Mexico defeated the French army back in 1862 at the Battle of Puebla. Puebla, not Pueblo.
Oh, yeah.
Puebla. So that's why we celebrate.
Oh.
Cinco de Mayo facts.
Good.
Let's see here. 37.2 million Mexican Americans living in the United States.
Okay.
The largest piñata
Oh, good.
measured at 47 feet high, 68 feet 7 inches long, and 37 feet 9 inches wide. Was created by M&M's in New York City back on...
New York City?
I know, August 4th of 2011.
That's ridiculous.
That's a big piñata. How would you break that up?
Yeah. What? That's
That
dumb.
had to be filled with a lot of M&Ms if they were in charge of it. The number of calories in a 12-ounce margarita, if you're having one of those or more than one of those today, 564. And then the amount of avocados imported from Mexico, at least this was just a few years ago, 2.1 billion pounds
Wow.
of avocados.
That's because everyone likes. Everyone likes.
Not me.
Well,
I'm somebody.
But see, have you ever tried the avocado?
Oh, the avocado.
Yes.
Oh.
You do the avocados. I do the avocado. I ate half of one the other night just while I was slicing. I was supposed to be slicing it up for tacos.
Yeah.
And I ate half of it.
It just happened to fall into your mouth.
Yeah, it happens.
It fell upwards into your mouth.
It bounced.
I hate it when that happens.
Yep.
Avocado.
Avocado.
So, yeah, more Cinco de Mayo stuff. All right, so they beat France.
Yeah.
They beat them up. They said, get out of here, France. The victory took place 1862. All right, so how long was it before the enemy was actually ousted from Mexico?
What?
Cinco years.
So, yeah, what's
5.
Oh, really?
Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
Oh,
5 years.
My gosh.
Before the French were
Cinco is 5, and 5 is... What?
Cinco, get out of here.
So, Cinco de Mayo. So, 5 Deo Mayo. What?
The whole thing between the French and the Mexicans started over money.
Go figure.
The root of all evil, I tell you. Cinco de Mayo, celebrated primarily in the United States. Go figure. And the Mexican state of Puebla.
Huh. Now, how did we even start celebrating it then if it really...
Because it was a reason to drink and
I guess.
eat Mexican food.
Right.
The Mexican figure most closely associated with Cinco de Mayo, Neil, is General Ignacio Zaragoza.
Yeah, he was in the cartel. He got a name for it.
They say that the reason that the United States didn't intervene in that Mexican-French flare-up was because they had their own internal problems to deal with at the time. Hello.
What year was that? 1862?
Yeah.
So what was our internal problems?
I don't know.
I can't remember what
Gas
was going on.
and bowel issues, internal issues. President of Mexico at the time was Benito Juarez.
Okay.
And then one group of Mexicans sided with the French, and they were conservative landholders. They were like, nah, we're good. We're going to sit this one out, Mexico.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so that's
Wow.
stuff.
I wonder what Mayo means. Means
Really
so it's 5 days.
You
Well,
really
yeah.
don't know.
What? Tell me.
May.
I don't know Spanish, you freak. I'm from America. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with being. Is Mayo?
Yes.
That's all you got to do is put an O behind everything. So it's Nilo and Diet Mountain Duo.
Yes.
That's all it takes is an O? Oh, come
Cinco
on.
de Mayo,
They don't
man.
talk like, when they're talking, it's, and I don't hear no O's.
Wow, that was racist.
No, it wasn't. I'm saying not everything ends with an O. So that's why I thought Mayo. I mean, of course, I was thinking
Bingo
mayonnaise.
was his name-o.
Well, yeah, I'm like, what? Just tell me.
Goodness gracious, we're gonna get called all sorts of names
No,
in the comments today.
no, I was being for
a
real.
Nazi the other day. We're gonna be I don't know what we're gonna
Racist.
be today.
I'm not, though. Gosh, I'm not Spanish speaking. Fluent. There you go. Thank you.
We are going into the abyss right now.
This is awesome.
Let's take a little bit of a break. Let's get some of our sponsors in. Let's regroup.
I'm grouped.
Groupoed. Be back with some things. Oh, you need to know. Oh, right after this.
You're good
oh.
at Spanish.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Osky Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Osky Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Osky Dental. Hey, we thank Osky Dental for sponsoring our studios. We thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor. And again, coming up here in just a little while, we're going to be chatting with a mystery person from Sleep in Heavenly Peace. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up right around 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and jump into some things you need to know.
I need to know stuff.
We like to know things.
I like learning things.
All right, things you need to know. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh. Diddy going to trial today. His trial begins in New York City. New York City! With jury selection. Opening statements scheduled for May 12th. He faces 5 charges. 2 of those are for sex trafficking. 2 of them are for counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. And 1 count of racketeering.
Oh.
What's racketeering?
I don't know. Somebody tell me.
Like tennis? Racket?
What?
Warren Buffett.
What is racketeering?
Warren Buffett announced over the weekend that he's going to be stepping down as CEO of Berkshire Hathaway at the end of the year. So,
Oh. Okay.
oh, rich Warren Buffett.
He's really, really rich.
He is. Richo, as they say down south. Last night's episode of The Equalizer was the final one. Have you watched that?
Actually, yeah, the first 4 seasons, maybe.
Okay. You just gave up for this last one?
No, we got all the way through the 4 seasons, and then weren't able, because I think it's on regular TV.
Okay. Yeah.
And
so you were
streaming it, and you know what? Either platform it was on, it was just
you got caught up to the point where you.
But
now you're
it's
waiting.
over?
It's 5th season done.
Well, that's
spoiler.
stinks.
Sorry, Queen Latifah hitting the road.
Well, it wasn't that great.
Lester Holt going to be anchoring NBC Nightly News for the final time at the end of this month. May 30th will be his last episode. He announced his departure in February after 10 years. So. He's like the nerdiest black dude on planet Earth, Lester Holt. Isn't he?
No one is safe.
No one's safe today.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He's got a Saturday little news thing, too. It's for kids.
Oh, okay.
It's like what the kid, more based around what kids would get and everything. And yes, I've always thought, man, it's creepy. He's like, hey, don't you think that the zebras are cool animals?
Wow. Moving on, ConAgra, the owner of Chef Boyardee, selling the brand to a private equity firm for $300 million. I know you're not a fan of the Chef Boyardee, are you?
Well,
or is that you, or is that somebody else?
I don't know. What do you mean, like
ravioli and stuff
anymore.
Like that?
I mean, I used to be as a kid. You wouldn't still eat it, would you? Because
it's been a long time.
Here's the thing. Exactly. When we were kids, it was like, oh, this is great. You open a can of that crap now. It's like, whoa, you can't doctor that stuff up enough.
Yeah.
It's a little bit sad to me that somebody like Chef Boyardee isn't their own owners.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured they were big enough.
For being around all these years,
Yeah.
you'd think they'd get more than $300 million.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Let's see here. It's called the 52-Week Challenge. Have you heard of this? Set aside $1 in week 1.
Oh, yeah.
Week 2 is $2, $3 in week 3, so on. By the end of the year, you'll have $1,378. But the thing is, by week, 52? All right, so week 52 is $52. Duh.
See, we both had our dumb moments now.
I was overthinking that today.
You were, okay. Because the first time I'd ever heard about this, and this was a few years back, I thought like you had to double it or something every time. I'm like, man, by the time you get to the end of the year, it's like $1,000.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, if you do that each week, you'll have nearly $1,400 by the end of the year. We're running behind already on that one, but anyway. Modern Family. Now, you and I both like the show Modern Family.
Oh, yeah.
Eric Stone Street.
Which one's he?
Now, he is the gay guy.
Here we go.
The bigger gay
guy. The overweight.
Dark hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is actually, you said the overweight guy. Mm-hmm. He's actually been losing weight.
Oh.
And says it's all thanks to Monjero. I don't know. Is that another injection thing? Is it a pill? But I looked pictures up because my wife and I just recently started streaming Modern Family.
Right.
Never watched it when it was on TV.
And it's funny.
It is funny. It's very
honestly,
funny.
Those guys, they add so much to that show.
And I would say that Eric Stone Street, Cam, he's Cam on the show. I'd say he's probably the highlight of the show.
Oh yeah.
But he's one of those guys. I looked up a picture of him before we went on to see his weight loss, and he has lost weight. But he's one of those, and actually looks like Rosie O'Donnell now. If you look him up, it's kind of weird. But
Okay.
Do it. Google it. Look him up. He's one of those guys where some people just look better when they're heavier.
Oh, really?
When they lose weight, they don't look healthy anymore. They it's like, no, you look better a little bit heavy.
I get that. I mean, we were always accused of that back in the day. But we also look like meth heads. So
see, when we get skinny again, people be like, "Oh, you look better fat."
Yeah, I don't know.
So Eric Stone Street, Cam from Modern Family.
I was still curious about. Oh, wait, what?
What are you looking up?
Monjero. Oh, it costs. It's the newest. It is the newest diabetes drug. That also triggers dramatic weight loss. So, what was Ozempic? It was for something else, but not weight loss.
Yeah, diabetes or something.
Well, whatever. Good for him.
Did you watch the Kentucky Derby over the weekend?
I sort of forgot all about it. We hyped it up, and I didn't even watch it.
I thought about it, and I sat down, and I did watch it.
Did you?
Yeah, about all the lead up to it. So I watched for about an hour. Because we talked about Toby Keith's horse being in, it didn't.
Well, I saw the 2 minutes that I needed to see of the actual race. And boy, the horse that won it really came out from nowhere.
Yeah. Sovereignty or something.
Yeah. It was like, where did he come from?
And then journalism got second, I think.
Heard that name, yes.
Yeah. So here's a kind of an interesting thing. If you'd like to meet the oldest living Kentucky Derby winning horse, Silver Charm is alive and well, living in Kentucky at the age of 31. 31-year-old horse. I wonder how old horses get. He gets about 20,000 visitors a year.
Wow.
So if you want to meet Silver Charm.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of guests for a horse.
Oh, thank you for coming to meet me.
Huh.
Other stuff. I can make horse noises all day long.
Wait.
Oh, very well done.
Thank you.
How about the royals? Prince Harry says that his father, King Charles, no longer speaks to him. Prince Harry, King Charles. They're no longer speaking. But Prince Harry says that he hopes that they do reconcile someday. So we'll see if that happens.
Prince Harry really, he just said, I am so tired of those old ways.
Yeah.
I want to go to America where they have the Cinco de Mayo, which is in May.
Yeah, the 5th.
The 5th.
It's the 5th of May.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, another rich guy, has disclosed a plan to sell up to nearly $5 billion in Amazon stock. What does Jeff Bezos know that he's not telling us? If he's going to sell $5 billion of the stock of his own company,
Yep.
what's up? What's up with that?
What's happening?
Other things. Let's go to the NBA. Greg Popovich stepping down as the coach of the San Antonio Spurs, now the president of basketball operations. Or he has stepped down. Already did that.
Okay.
Popovich suffered a stroke back in November. Hasn't coached a game since Halloween of last year. So at least he's sticking around in some form. President of basketball operations for the Spurs. President Trump, of course, he likes to rename things. He says he wants to rename Veterans Day Victory Day.
Oh, boy. I mean, which doesn't sound horrible, but...
same context
I think
of the day.
You might ruffle some feathers, though.
I mean, he doesn't care.
I know he doesn't.
He doesn't care. So Veterans Day, maybe Victory Day. We'll see. Kelsey Grammer has written down the most traumatic part of his life in a new book. Of course, when trauma happens, make a book out of it. Make some money off of it, off of that trauma. It's called Karen, A Brother Remembers, which tells the story of his younger sister, Karen Grammer's kidnapping and murder at the age of 18.
Whoa.
So, again, this book written by Kelsey Grammer about his sister.
That's horrible.
Murdered at the age of 18. Finally, today in Things You Need to Know, the CDC is reporting that 216 kids died during the flu season this past winter. So,
really?
A lot of kids passed away from the flu. A few years ago, they would have called that COVID.
How did they know it wasn't?
Yeah. Oh, well. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. Render judgment, Amber. I don't know how that horse did. I'm sure it was covered in mud. It was a muddy race.
I did see that, yeah.
He wasn't in the top 5. Let's put it that way. Poor Render Judgment.
No kidding.
Today's impossible question. How did Render Judgment do in the Kentucky Derby? 19% of men have told this lie to get out of a relationship. Ooh.
Which one?
Might be a good one for you, Neil. 19% of men have told this lie to get out of a relationship. Think about that.
Well, it's not the obvious one.
That you've got herpes?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that I'm Batman.
Oh. Dan, good morning. Patrick, Carson, Sandy, Stacy, Tamra, Amber, Nancy, Anthony, Pat, Amber, Peg, Dixie, Tamra, Patrick, Tamra, Jackie, Daniel, Tamra. Boy, there are more comments in here than I saw.
Really?
Amber, Eloise, Amber. 19% of men have told this lie to get out of a relationship. Looking for a way out.
You're too ugly. You bring down my coolness.
Mojo.
Yeah. I don't.
What have you used, Neil? Just be honest here.
I don't think I've ever used anything to get out of a well, no, wait a second. No.
Well, there's that one.
Yeah. Normally it's just other girls.
I'm tagging out. I'm heading over this way.
It's like,
all right. So 19% of men have told this lie to get out of a relationship, that they have a fear of commitment.
No, they. When a guy does that, you know he's playing.
It's me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. It's not you, it's me.
I have a fear of commitment. You committing to other than okay. Moving on.
Moving right along, let's go to the weird.
That is weird.
In some weird today. Let's see here. Nope, not that.
Why? What was the heading of
It's
it?
boring.
Oh, okay.
It's just boring.
I thought maybe it was
stuff.
something you didn't want to say. In front
There
of
is
me.
no, it's just boring. There's a story. It's about the Oreo chocolate-covered pretzel flavor that just recently got
Ooh.
released, getting mixed reviews. Have you tried
I've never seen them yet. Oreo covered pretzels.
Oreo chocolate-covered pretzel flavor?
I don't know.
Yeah, not for me.
No.
I haven't tried it, but I'm just telling you,
No.
it's not for me. Let's go to Alabama. Let's go down to Alabama,
I like me
Neil.
some Alabama.
We've offended Mexico. We've offended black people and probably gay people. Might as well get the Southerners, too. Let's just
Let's get them all.
bring in a fourth.
Oh.
Child in Alabama hospitalized after reportedly consuming. Well, I mean, if you do this, you deserve to be made fun of.
Okay.
Child in Alabama hospitalized after reportedly consuming a container of ethanol while at school.
Ethanol.
Glug, glug, glug.
Huh?
Prompting an investigation by local authorities and school officials. The substance, typically used for cleaning purposes or science experiments, allegedly accessed from a classroom and ingested during the school day. I mean, wouldn't you take a sip of that and be like, I'm good? Trying to see if they say how old this kid is. Emergency services were called after the child exhibited symptoms consistent with alcohol
I was
poisoning.
going to say.
And the student was transported to a hospital for treatment. Officials confirmed that the substance was not meant for consumption, and that safety protocols may have failed in properly securing it. So, yeah.
I'm guessing that's why. I would imagine this kid was maybe in high school. Seriously. Well, I'm guessing one of his buddies says, I dare you to drink it. Yeah. It'll get you drunk because of the alcohol in it. And, okay. And I can drink it.
Yeah. Drinking ethanol at school. Other stuff that's weird. Researchers have conducted a geoengineering experiment using a Boeing 777 aircraft to release reflective particles into the stratosphere to reduce solar radiation reaching Earth. That was a lot to take in right there.
Oh, my.
So, you know, what people have been talking about the chemtrails a lot lately. I mean, aren't we just kind of saying that it's actually happening now?
Oh, yeah.
The test carried out by UCL and Make Sunsets, which is a company evidently, involved dispersing sulfur dioxide into the upper atmosphere, a method known as solar radiation management, also known as SRM, which aims to mimic the cooling effects of volcanic eruptions by increasing the planet's reflectivity, thereby slowing global warming. So, yeah. They're putting stuff out there. They're trying to mess with stuff.
So, see, a week ago I would have said this chemtrail theory is like, oh, you guys are nuts. But, yeah, that makes you wonder what else are they putting out there.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, why don't you drop chocolate or jelly beans? I mean, make people happy.
Yeah. Shoot some jelly beans into the air. Let's go to Nevada. Lovelock Cave in Nevada has once again drawn public interest following online speculation about alleged ancient giants said to have once inhabited the region.
What?
Again, we're talking about a cave in Nevada. The renewed focus stems from local legends and historical accounts from early 20th century miners who claim to have discovered considerable skeletal remains and artifacts within the cave. Though some bones were later turned over to institutions for study, no conclusive scientific evidence of giant humanoids has ever been confirmed. But again, there is online speculation there were giants in Nevada.
Well, I mean, how giant are they talking? I mean, okay, I'm not trying to get you going on it, but I'm just saying.
They're Bigfoot.
There you go. I was going to say, how big is a giant when
Bigfoot.
we've got supposed Bigfoots out there?
Researchers assert that the remains found are consistent with normal human anatomy. Most claims of giant skeletons have been debunked or attributed to misidentification and exaggeration. Let's see here. Despite this, conspiracy theories and cryptid enthusiasts continue to promote the cave as a possible site of suppressed archaeological discovery. So giants, Bigfoot, what's happening?
Jelly beans in the sky.
Let's stay out west. Park authorities at Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite
What
Sam.
does Yosemite Sam sound like?
Rootin' tootin'. Get that rabbit. Back off.
Yeah.
Back off.
Park authorities at Yosemite National Park have issued a public warning after a rise in incidents involving aggressive mule deer, urging visitors to maintain a safe distance from wildlife. Yeah, again, duh. Recent reports include deer displaying defensive behavior during close human encounters, particularly when approached for photos or feeding. Officials stress that mule deer, especially during fawning season, may become territorial or perceive humans as threats. So, yeah, don't go near the aggressive mule. I totally ruined that line. Don't go near the aggressive mule deer. Here. All right, stay away
Rootin'
from
tootin', otherwise I'll tell you get back.
Get. All right, so that's your weird news for today.
Wow.
That wasn't all that great. Usually we get better weird news out of that, but
Well,
not today. Not today, Satan. Not today.
it's Monday. I mean, after, after the weekends we've had, it was bound to happen.
Yeah. We didn't really talk about our weekend. My weekend was interesting.
I wasn't going to bring it up because I didn't know if you wanted to. But
I was out doing some yard work yesterday. Kind of ruined my lawnmower.
So, on the flip side of that story,
on the flip,
I'm on, on my way north and to a visitation memorial, and I get a text from my buddy. I'm like, oh, hang on, we must stop what we are doing right now. My buddy Steve is on the phone. Okay, blah 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 blah. Oh no.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound good.
I screwed up my lawnmower. Thankfully, I've still got, usually I'd mow like once a week. This is my third time having my lawnmower out this year. And, kind of went over some uneven stuff and bent part of this thing back, the undercarriage, and my cat attacked me.
I think that needs to be stressed a little bit more.
The cat?
If you did not see the post made by Steve last night, Poopy's looking for a home.
Poopy is just frustrated. Poopy, the studio cat at home, he needs a new home.
He needs to be able to run and frolic.
I don't blame him.
Right.
He just needs some space.
Yep.
And we can't give it to him at our house because we've got too many animals already. So we're looking to rehome Poopy the cat. So if you are needing a cat, the cat's such a lover.
Oh, man, is he? And like you said, it'd be better if it was just a by himself type of situation.
Yes. Needs to be by himself. He's a one cat. He's a one cat.
He's a one cat.
So, yeah. Hit me up if you're looking for a cat.
My weekend was okay. Like I said, it sort of bounced around more than I was set in for. But, I went up to the Amanas Saturday for Mayfest. And I don't know if I've ever been to that.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to the Amandas throughout the years for different things, but that was cool. They do the whole, the maypole. You know what that is? The big pole they hold up, and then they got these ribbons coming down and these dancers and full dress and everything.
Pole dancers.
Not pole dancers. No. But hallelujah, and then they like twirl, and somehow they create this braid around the pole. That's really cool.
Huh.
Yeah, I went to a bunch of the shops. Get out of that chocolate shop if you go in there. That is Satan in earthly form. But had some good food. Yeah, it was great. I had a baklava.
Oh.
I tried baklava for the first time. I don't even know how to explain it.
What is it?
I don't know.
Neat.
I expected for the price, maybe it'd be this, pretty good sized thing. It's just like a bite sized deal.
Okay.
It was sort of sweet, but not, I don't even know, pastry-ish. But I had baklava, so that's cool. I can say that, and you haven't.
No.
Yeah, and I had a real, true gyro.
Oh.
Yeah, with the lamb and all.
I always like to drive my wife crazy by calling it a gyro.
I don't like that. Because that's not what they're called.
Whenever we're at the state fair, gyro. Hey, Stacy, you better get your gyro.
Yeah. And then Briley went out mushroom hunting yesterday.
Yeah?
Brought back a slug of them. So, yeah. Nice. Mushrooms tonight, baby.
Again, barf-a-rama.
Come on.
Barf-o-rama. All right. It's 7:56, and what do we got? 55 degrees here in Sigourney. Let's take a little bit of a break. We'll be back with more right after this. Why choose Lifetime Dental? The legacy and experience of 30 years. Cutting-edge technology. Advanced education in pediatrics. Orthodontics. And restorative dentistry. A one-of-a-kind experience for the whole family. But most of all, we're compassionate doctors who are here to listen to your concerns and use our expertise to help. For all things dental, think Lifetime Dental. It's Plantpalooza, Friday, May 9th at Stam Garden Center. Learn from top gardening experts, win giveaways, and grab barbecue from 11 to 1:30. Don't miss it. Plantpalooza, 1 mile east of Oskaloosa on Highway 92.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Hey, we thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Just another morning show. Brothers Market is, of course, our headline sponsor, and we've got Osky Dental as our studio sponsor. Good old Toothy. Let's jump over. Neil, get over there. Get over there to the weather lab. Let's do this.
Getting this time. Sure, where are we going?
What's our forecast look? Oh, man, that forecast is a nice one.
Forecast looks beautiful today. Partly sunny skies, a high near 65 with mild winds. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low around 45. Some patchy fog tomorrow morning. Should be out of here by 8. Otherwise sunny and a high near 73. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, 51 for a low. And partly sunny on your Wednesday, a high near 77. So thanks to the Garden Gate in Sigourney, Cindy Dillon Dietrich, or CDD. Thank you very much for bringing us that look of your forecast.
Neil, we were talking last week how Cindy had her birthday. Facebook is either goofy or she has 2 birthdays because it also listed her as having a birthday today. So whether her birthday was last week or today, who knows? But we wish Cindy a happy birthday. As we've been talking about, we're going to be bringing in our guest here momentarily. Let's first give it a little bit of love here on the screen. Sleep in Heavenly Peace out of Washington County. Going to be expanding into Keokuk County, as you may have seen. And there's going to be an informational meeting coming up on Wednesday at the Sigourney Public Library. And we do welcome in our guest. You know, I was telling Neil before we went on here that I had talked to you on Facebook and I had text messaged with you. I didn't get your name. What? Introduce yourself and pull that microphone right on over to you. Introduce yourself. Who are we talking to today?
Okay, I'm Angie Leiden Van Gundy.
All right, Angie. So welcome into the studio. Thanks for running over to Sigourney today. I'm assuming you live in Washington.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Yep, lifelong resident. So.
All right, all right. So just down the road, Highway 92. So Angie is hanging out with us today from Sleep in Heavenly Peace. So maybe first off, let's lay the groundwork with what is Sleep in Heavenly Peace.
Okay, Sleep in Heavenly Peace is a nonprofit organization founded in 2012 by Luke Michelson. Just found that there was a need for children to have beds. Mm-hmm. So he had a member of their church that needed a bed. They built a bed. And provided for that family, he said. And then the week between Christmas and New Year's, his kids were driving him crazy at home. He had some extra lumber, right? So he said, let's go out to the garage and build a bed. Okay. Built the bed, went out to social media, said, who needs a bed? And he was surprised at the amount of people that needed a bed and also the amount of people that were willing to help provide for a family in need. So that's how Sleep in Heavenly Peace was started back in 2012, and then it has just expanded. So it's really about providing beds for children between the ages of 3 and 17 that don't have a safe place to sleep. And when we say safe place to sleep, they could be sleeping on an air mattress, they could be sleeping on a couch, they could be co-sleeping, sleeping with their parent or another sibling and so forth. So anybody that needs a bed, we will provide a complete bed, twin size bed. We do bunk beds as well, and provide that free of charge to them, completely furnished with a pillow, mattress protector, bedding, and so forth.
Oh, wow. Very nice. So you started in Washington County. You say you've expanded since then. Where all is Sleep in Heavenly Peace? So
Sleep in Heavenly Peace has 400 chapters across the United States. Wow. We were the 14th chapter in Iowa. We started in November a year ago in 2023. And so we have provided over 130 beds to kids in need so far, just in that Washington County area. Okay. We expanded last fall to Keota and Harper. Oh, nice. We included the Keota School District. They're right on that county line. And then we just had some interest expressed from the remainder of Keokuk County to expand this direction. Okay. So we're just now starting with the initiative there. So getting a core group of individuals here that are willing to do the deliveries, help us with promoting Sleep in Heavenly Peace, do some bedding drives, those types of things.
So where do the beds come from? I mean, do you guys buy those beds? Is somebody in their garage putting them together still? Or,
exactly.
Or how's that going?
Yes, and it is about building beds for kids in need. Okay. So I got started, I worked for Alliant Energy, recently retired, but a longtime employee of Alliant Energy, and we were looking for a team building exercise. And I knew that Johnson County had a Sleep in Heavenly Peace chapter. So we reached out to them, and Alliant Energy provided a donation to Sleep in Heavenly Peace. We provided 20 volunteers. We took an afternoon, about 3 hours, to build 10 beds for kids in need. Oh, cool. Okay. And so that is basically what it is. It's about getting fingerprints. It's getting the community involved. So we actually build the beds. Okay. So we have build events. We just had one yesterday in Washington, and it takes about 3 hours. We get a group of people together. So a lot of our bed builds are sponsored by organizations. It was a 4-H group yesterday. We've had businesses, and sometimes we just have community builds. We have a need. We have some, a list of people that need beds. So we'll just have some community members come in and actually build the beds. So it's about getting fingerprints on the materials.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I mean, and the communities, I'm sure, take more pride in it when they themselves are the one that's involved in making it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then where do the supplies come from? Have you touched on that or?
I haven't. We just
Okay.
donations, right?
Okay.
They're sponsored bed builds or from donations, and then we just buy the lumber locally.
Okay.
Washington Lumber has done a great job supporting us. Lowe's is a good supporter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. And so they provide the lumber or discounted lumber, and then we just bring the people in. So there's different sections. So all of the volunteers of all ages. Yesterday, like I said, was a 4-H group. So the youngest was probably 7, and the oldest probably was me in the room. So, it could be any range of people that do the volunteer work.
And it doesn't have to be like the expert carpenters that come in. It can be your average Joe that maybe knows nothing about putting a bed together.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and we
Which
will train them.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah.
Hey, what were you going to say?
We provide all of the equipment needed,
Okay.
all of the supplies, so they just show up, and we just teach them, and we have a lot of students and so forth too that love doing that and learning, and first time they've ran a drill or a saw, anything like that.
Yeah, that's a good experience all around then.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right, so I saw this shared on Facebook, and I thought this would be a good thing to have you come in and talk about. So you're expanding into Keokuk County. That meeting is coming up, as we're looking at on the screen right now, is coming up on Wednesday, May 7th, and that'll be at the Sigourney Public Library. And they say applications for Keokuk County are now available. So tell us. Maybe go a little bit more in depth on what this meeting is going to be all about.
It's just sharing information about Sleep in Heavenly Peace, how we were founded, what it is all about, right? And just getting some support. People that want to be engaged, maybe that want to sponsor a bed build, getting some community involvement and excitement around it. And then also just making sure that people know how they can apply for a bed. So if there's a family in need, they can be referred. Somebody can fill out an application for them, or they can do that as well. So shpbeds.org is the website, and there you go to that website, and there is apply for a bed, a big old button there. Just click on that. And really all we need is names and contact information, kids' ages, and gender, right? So we can make sure that the bedding is
Okay, so
applicable.
it's not just simple,
right?
basic bedding. You try to go boy, girl, and
yes,
that's
exactly.
great.
Yeah, and so we have some for neutral, some for the older kids, some for the younger as well.
Yeah.
So we try to do that. So really, we just need some information to contact them back. We have somebody that receives the application. We'll call the family and say, we understand that you may have a need for a bed for one of your children, and then we will make arrangements to deliver that. So as far as the volunteers that we'll need here in Sigourney, again, is to promote it, is to help share information, attend community events, hand out information. We always like to go to the schools, back to school events, those types of things, hand out information, and then also to help on the deliveries. And that's the most rewarding part.
Oh, sure.
When you can deliver a bed and the kids are super excited. Many times they climb in the bed before you get it all made, and they're still in it when you leave.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's very cool. Again, the meeting is at 5 o'clock, again, this Wednesday at the Sigourney Public Library. If people are wondering, how long do you think this meeting will last?
I would say 30 to 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer if there's some questions and so forth, but it doesn't usually take too long to share the information. It's pretty basic.
As with the graphic that we were looking at, the image on the screen that we had said applications for Keokuk County are now available. Is that online on the website? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Online is the only way they can apply.
Okay.
So
there's not a physical location where people apply. All right.
Yep, absolutely.
Easy enough. So again, if you're wanting more information on this great organization and what they're going to be doing, so is this? All right, so it is official. You are expanding to Keokuk County.
Yes.
So this is a done deal.
Yep.
So if you want more information on this, it's coming up on Wednesday, again at 5 p.m., Sigourney Public Library. Again, what is that website people can find?
shpbeds.org.
Okay. And you also are on Facebook?
Also on Facebook, yes.
And that's just Sleep in Heavenly Peace, Washington County?
Yep. Okay. Yep. Iowa, Washington County. Yep.
All right. So be on the lookout for that. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that we need to know before we let you go?
I just think, ways that you can support people in the community. There could be some financial contributions, volunteer opportunities, and then bedding drives. And so we're in the process of making wish lists on Amazon, Walmart, those types of things for bedding needs. So again, when we supply those, we supply them complete with a mattress, and then we would need all the bedding supplies. So we use mattress protectors. We get really nice mattresses from Marshall Furniture. And so we do put a mattress protector, pillows, and then bedding. Bed in a bag, $25, $30 thing. So we'll be looking for some organizations or donations in that direction as well.
Cool.
So, and I'll have more information Friday, and I can leave some here if you have anywhere to post information or to just share. We have brochures about how you can help, and then also brochures for apply for a bed. Okay, awesome. Well, that's very cool. So Angie from Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Angie, when we have guests in, this is totally off topic of what we've been talking about. So if you want to take part in this, we always have like a daily this or that and a question of the day. You want to take part in some of this? It's just fun. It's just for the fun of it. Okay. So this or that. All right. So our this or that today is a couch or a recliner. Which one are you going to relax in if you have the choice? A couch or a recliner? A recliner. You're going with the recliner. Any reason? No. Putting you on the spot. Because it rocks or it reclines or you can sit still. You have options. All right. Our question of the day, which goes up at noon. What celebrity death has made you cry? Has there been any celebrity? Sorry. You had no idea how. Yeah, you didn't know you were getting into this today. Yeah. What celebrity death has really hit you hard? Any? No, I can't think of any. Sorry. You can't think of it. That's totally fine. Yeah, what is yours? You wouldn't want to know. Yeah, well, she just asked. We talked about it earlier. Okay. I'm a big pro wrestling geek. Oh. So I had a pro wrestler that died a few years ago that hit my heart. The Road Warriors, Angie. Okay. You know the Legion of Doom. Angie. You know. Spiked shoulder pads, face paint, mohawks. Really hits you right in the heart. Let's move on. Okay. One last thing. We always have a monthly tournament. This month's tournament, For the Fun of It tournament, our topic is cereal. If you had to choose between Cheerios or Life, what cereal are you going to go with? Cheerios? Yeah. Neil and I were talking. Who eats Life? I don't know.
But see, there's been comments that people love it. They think it's great. I don't know if I've ever tried it. It just doesn't look appealing.
Is that the one Mikey likes?
Yes. It is.
He likes it. Right. Mikey likes it, yeah.
Yeah.
So Mikey likes it. Does anybody else like it? I don't know.
Even with Cheerios, can you just pour a bowl of Cheerios, put some milk in, and go to town on it?
No.
What do you do?
No. Well, yeah, you have to.
Thank you.
Out and just dump the whole thing of sugar.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
But now they have so many different versions of Cheerios, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
See how much fun that turned into for you?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for allowing me the opportunity.
I could see the fear on your face when I was asking you to take part. But again, we've been talking with Angie from Sleep in Heavenly Peace in Washington County. Again, expanding to right here in Keokuk County. Informational meeting on Wednesday at 5 o'clock at the public library. So get into the public library, get more information. Of course, you can get more info online, but it's always nice to put a face with what's going on. So
and definitely go online. Their website, it's done really nicely. I mean, it's very easy to get around, and I'm on it and just checking it out. But yeah, there's all kinds of different ways to donate and learn more, and that's great.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
and
Angie,
applications
thank you for,
are open, so thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. Thanks, Angie, for popping over from Washington, and have a great rest of your Monday.
All right, thank you.
All right, that is Angie from Sleep in Heavenly Peace here on Steve Shetler Media. Just another morning show. You are off camera, so you're good to go.
All right, thank you.
That is Angie from Sleep in Heavenly Peace. It's about 8:14 on your Monday. What do we got here? About 56 degrees here in downtown Sigourney. And let's see here. What were we going to get into? I was going to do some community calendar stuff here on Steve Shetler Media. It's brought to us by Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney. weddings, graduations, reunions, and a whole lot more. Whatever event you want to have at Enchanted Events, you can do that. Just get a hold of Mel or Chelsea, and they can get you hooked up with the info and pricing that you need. On the community calendar, we've got some stuff going on this week. We've got in the Oskaloosa, Pella, Eddyville area, the Retro, Antique, and Curiosities Crawl.
Wow, that's a lot.
That is.
What?
It's Friday and Saturday. Friday from 10 to 5, Saturday from 10 to 4, excuse me. Kind of like right here in the Sigourney area, of course, everybody's familiar with Rural Road Trip.
Okay.
I think that's what this is.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's just a whole bunch of different shops
Yeah.
In the Osky, Pella, Eddyville area that get together and do this. So, if Rural Road Trip wasn't enough for you here recently, check that out, especially for folks in the Osky, Pella area. This Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday, 10 to 4. And they do have a Facebook page, so just look up Retro Antique Tour for more information on that. Also on the calendar, what else do we have going on here? You can join the Kiwanis Club.
You could.
You could. A person could. Make a difference, build a community, change lives. Meetings are every Wednesday at noon at Keokuk County Bowl in Sigourney. They have a meal and usually a little presentation from somebody in the area, so something to put on your calendars. And then also, they're doing some advertising with me this week. We've got the Keswick Tavern with Brass Pear. Oh, they're going to play those big old juicy hits this Saturday, May 10th. From 8 to 11. No cover charge either. So check that out. Brass Pear at the Keswick,
that's
Keswick
awesome.
Tavern. The KT. Craig McClenahan, Tanner McClenahan, and the boys in Brass Pear coming up on Saturday. Let's
go out
go.
and get some live music and no cover.
No
That's
cover charge.
hard to
That's
beat.
a good deal. Let's move on over to our birthdays.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you.
Whoa, wow. Got some birthdays today. Hometown Real Estate bringing them to you. Nikki Leathers, broker, owner, realtor. Give her a call, 641-295-4142. In the birthdays, hometown side, Kelly Style having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Kelly.
Of course, Kelly from State Farm in Oskaloosa.
You're right.
Huge supporter of Steve Shetler Media.
There you go. So now you can have an even better birthday. Trevor Voss also celebrating a birthday today.
If that name doesn't ring a bell, he's a part of the duo on Morgan You Asked For podcast.
Okay.
The Sports and More podcast we play on Thursday nights. He's not Morgan, he's Trevor.
Oh.
So he's happy birthday, Trevor.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Robin Travis.
You don't want to say the middle?
I don't want to
middle
mess
section?
your name up. Robin
Della Gardell?
Della Gardell.
I think so.
Della Gardell Travis. So yes, Robin, have a happy birthday. Jerry Carr, happy birthday to you. And then, my cousin.
Yeah, it's your cousin's
Happy
birthday.
Annette. Annette Bell celebrating her birthday today. Huh. Well, there you go. Thank goodness for this show.
Get that card in the mail.
It's in the mail. I mean, yeah. Happy birthday to those. Let's see. I thought there was somebody else locally. Sandy Hammis having a birthday as well. It was about the only other one I had.
All right.
Celebrity side. Woo, man.
You don't know who this guy is, do you?
An actor, John Davies.
John Reese. I think it's pronounced Davis. But
okay.
He's in Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
He's the little... Yeah, never mind. You don't know who it is.
I didn't know if is that the movies with the long white-haired dude?
Yeah, Gandalf.
Is that him?
No.
Dang it.
He's kind of the... I'm trying to think what he is. He's not a troll. He's... He's short, has a long beard, wears armor.
Oh, okay.
Well, 81 now.
He's 81, I guess. Yeah. So, Steve Stevens, the guitarist for Billy Idol, turned 66. Come on, moms. Why would you?
His middle name was?
Yeah, why,
Stevie?
Knowing your last name is Stevens, would you go, let's go Steve Stevens? I guess that's all right. Brian Williams from, which one's he? Doesn't matter, I guess, but he was on the news.
Was he ABC?
I'm trying to remember it, but again, it doesn't matter. He's probably from one I don't like anyway. Tina Yothers. Oh, the actress from Family Ties turns 52. Now, Tina Yothers, you might remember, I did read ahead on this one a little bit.
Okay.
Tina Yothers, you might remember her as the girl from Family Ties.
She was the blonde.
She's nothing, I don't think she ever did anything else.
She was the little...
She was the mouthy
Yeah.
blonde on there, but Danielle Fishel, actress, Topanga. Wait.
Yeah. I knew you'd like that one.
She's 44? Huh. Well, look at Topanga.
Boy Meets World, is
Yep.
that the show?
Yeah, I think so. Well, Topanga.
Did
happy
you have a little
birthday.
Topanga crush going on?
No. Actor Henry. Okay, is it Cavill or Cavill?
Yeah. Whatever. Superman.
42. Yeah, but the wrong Superman.
Yeah.
Singer Adele. 37. See, her mom was cool. She just named her with one name and left it.
I bet it was Adelans.
Yeah. Brooke Hogan. She's only 37. Reality star. She's Hulk's kid. She's Hulk's kid. They used to be on some reality show.
Yeah.
She was on it a lot. And
I don't know if I'm assuming professionally she's Brooke Hogan, but I mean their last name is actually Bolea, so I mean her real name would be Brooke Bolea.
Oh, and Chris Brown, 36. He's a singer. Actually,
Isn't he in jail?
Well, I was gonna say he's had quite a few hits.
What's he in jail for? Is like sex stuff?
Hitting women.
Right. Oh, okay.
Get it? He's had a few
hits.
But I am about to offend everyone today.
Yeah, I think we nailed it. We got all five.
There's got to be something else. There's got to be at least one more. Yeah. Tell me a Taiwanese story, and I've got it.
We'll get to that here shortly. Hey, I also want to put some hype in for this week here on Steve Shuttler Media. We've got our Iowa Music Showcase.
Oh, look at him.
Look at that fella. Eli. He better wear his freaking coveralls.
He won't, because last time we asked him that, why aren't you wearing them? He said, no, that's more of a show thing, which we couldn't figure out because he was here for a show.
Yeah.
So,
but look, he's got his hand taped up. He's like throwing some hay around and stuff.
Man, look at that. His bibs are even ripped. Oh, Eli.
And
he's a character.
You know what I need to ask him?
What?
Is why does he wear that color of shirt all the time?
Good point.
Is that like his go-to?
It must be. It's his favorite shirt. Maybe it's the same shirt.
It might be. He might wear the same shirt every single day.
Maybe he just likes it.
But Eli Alger from the Faster Horses is coming to town this Friday from 11:30 to noon. He'll be our guest on the Iowa Music Showcase. You know, I don't think we've actually... Yeah, we did. We had Eli as a guest.
By himself, you mean?
Yeah. Last year, but then Neva Alden also showed up
right
on the same day, and we had back-to-back guests. So, and then Eli also popped in on another show one time as a surprise guest. So we're just going to have Eli to ourselves this Friday.
We think.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah. Faster Horses, of course, going to be playing at the Expo this summer, so we'll get you hyped up for that. So check that out in person, online, or in podcast form. Saturday, of course, sports section. Barnwired, 8 a.m. We'll talk to area coaches and athletes. Don't have anybody lined up yet, so
should be a good show.
It'll be a fast show. We had a good show this past Saturday morning. We had EBF girls track and North Mahaska girls track in. So I didn't get that North Mahaska girls track confirmed till like Friday afternoon. I was wondering, and then I didn't know what I was going to do if they didn't show up, but they did. So it was all good.
It was all good in the hood.
Did we get through everything? I think we did.
Yeah.
Let's, while we're just kind of here in limbo right now,
La
let's take
La
another
Land.
commercial break. Let's hear from some more s'more.
S'mores. I love s'mores.
S'more of our sponsors. And be back after this.
Osky Fassanti Pink is a refreshing, sweet, fizzy pink wine with tropical fruit aromas, including pineapple and lychee, followed by the zing of green apple and citrus on the palate. It pairs nicely with desserts and is a great wine for celebrating special events. Osky Fassanti Pink is available at Tassel Ridge Winery and at some of our more than 350 retail outlets in Iowa. If you don't see Osky Fassanti Pink from Tassel Ridge Winery in your favorite store, ask the manager to get it for you.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You gotta stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
And we're back here on just another morning show. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor. Osky Dental is our studio's sponsor. And we do thank Angie from Sleep in Heavenly Peace. I had to think about that for a second before I talked about her. But Angie, with the Sleep in Heavenly Peace, going to be in town on Wednesday again at the library for an informative meeting. Make sure you check that out. We'll bring that graphic back up on screen just in case you missed that. Sleep in Heavenly Peace, expanding to Keokuk County, informational meeting Wednesday at 5 at the Sigourney Public Library. Good stuff going on there.
Very cool.
Let's do some files of law and disorder.
That's what I need.
In some disorder, authorities are investigating a reported sexual assault involving
What?
Oh,
What?
Come on. Involving a woman in hospice care after footage from a Ring security camera allegedly captured the incident. Disturbing. The video, recorded in a private residence, reportedly shows a male caregiver entering the woman's room and committing the act while she was in a medically vulnerable and nonverbal state. Man, take that guy out and shoot him.
Wow.
Victim's family became aware of the alleged assault after reviewing the footage, which had been automatically uploaded and stored via the home surveillance system. That's
disgusting.
That is the worst. Wow.
That's enough to just make you, Wow. How do you recover from that?
Yeah. Officials emphasized the importance of surveillance in uncovering the case, while advocacy groups called for stricter oversight and regulatory enforcement in hospice care environments. So, that is nasty.
Wow.
Other files of law and disorder. A former client fatally shot a divorce attorney in Ohio in what authorities have called a premeditated act of violence. The shooter, a woman previously represented by the victim during divorce proceedings, allegedly entered the attorney's office and opened fire before taking her own life. Good Lord.
Whoa.
Law enforcement responded to reports of gunfire, discovered both individuals deceased at the scene. Investigators confirmed that the two had a prior professional relationship. Preliminary findings suggest the incident stemmed from lingering personal grievances related to the legal representation. So,
whoa.
Bitter divorce.
Wow.
Stuff
That's
going
taking it
on
to a whole
there.
new level.
I would say
That
so.
does not make that a very good journey at all.
Let's see here. Some other... What's that noise?
I just went...
Oh. I didn't see you. I just heard it, and I was like, what?
What was that?
Well, this is a horrible... Let's do more horrible news.
Great.
Teenager's been left paralyzed from the neck down after a failed trampoline stunt resulted in a catastrophic spinal injury. The incident occurred during a recreational gathering where the teen attempted a high-risk flip maneuver, which led to an awkward landing that broke his neck on impact. Yikes. Immediate emergency response was required. The individual was transported to a nearby hospital. Doctors confirmed spinal cord damage that has caused complete paralysis from the neck down. So,
you know, I've heard many, many years that trampolines are like one of the worst things to have in your backyard. But
I had a cousin that really screwed up his shoulder.
Really?
On a trampoline one time. By the way, did we want to backtrack? You know, we were talking about celebrity deaths.
Oh, yeah.
That really affected you. And you saw, I know Deb in the comments said Dale Earnhardt. But you mean, you were a race fan at that time.
Okay, right. Definitely. And I was a very big race fan back in those days. How do I approach this without, I was not an Earnhardt fan.
Okay.
So, but.
You're a Gordon guy.
Yes.
You're a little rainbow warrior.
Okay, enough. You weren't even in NASCAR. Don't do that.
You little rainbow warrior, you.
Oh, boy. Anyway, when it comes to celebrity deaths, I don't know why I hadn't thought about that one, because that one hit hard for a ton of people.
Yeah.
I mean, that was huge. And then now it's got me thinking, look at all of the people that, for lack of better words, lost it when like Michael Jackson died, or you know, I mean, it does happen. But yeah, I know for a fact I was witness to a lot of crying around that one when Earnhardt died.
How about this one? Just I'm just remembering was when, and I don't know if you'd be considered a celebrity, but Chris Street from the Iowa Hawkeye basketball team,
right?
That one hit me hard. I was huge,
sure,
obviously a huge Hawkeye fan.
Yep.
But man, Chris Street, when he died in that snowplow accident, back in like 91, 92, somewhere in there. That, of course, that hit a lot of Iowans hard. He was just an Iowa boy playing for the Hawkeyes. Great basketball
So yeah, I mean,
player.
when you really put some more thought into it, there was. I mean, I do know when Matthew Perry, they found his body, Chandler from Friends. I actually got a phone call. I think this was like 1 a.m. I got a phone call like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "What? Yeah, I guess. Why? Well, I didn't know if you heard Matthew Perry died." I'm like, "Well, yes, I'd heard it, but I'm fine." "Well, I know you're a Friends fan." I'm like, "It's fine. I'm gonna make it." But that was the thought that counted.
Yeah. So celebrity deaths. Let's carry on with the duh.
Duh. Duh. Duh. Duh.
Oh boy. Let's see here. A 7-year. Oh yeah, we talked about this one already. We talked about this last week, so it's just kind of a recap. A 7-year-old boy drove his 4-year-old sister to McDonald's in the family car after learning how to operate it by he learned how to drive by watching YouTube tutorials.
Oh, no.
The children left the home while their parents were asleep. The boy navigated several intersections and turns before pulling into... this says that he got to the drive-thru. I thought he got into a little accident or something. Witnesses alerted authorities the journey was completed without accident or injury.
Oh.
When questioned, the boy stated he was hungry. Wanted a cheeseburger.
Oh, my.
Police confirmed the child obeyed all traffic laws during the short drive, surprising even seasoned officers with his composure behind the wheel. So,
that dude just wanted a cheeseburger, and he wasn't going to let anything stop him.
Having a Mac attack.
Wow.
You know, I live over by the park here in Sigourney. Did I tell you this?
I don't know.
Here recently, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I had my dogs out. We were taking a little walk. And just going potty, of course. And
the dogs are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of us.
Okay.
And there was this car that was driving from like the top portion of the parking lot area down, around towards the pool, and then circling around and coming back. And this car was doing this like several times. And I finally looked over, and I don't know who it was, so I'm not ratting anybody out. But it was a little kid. I mean, a little kid driving a car with the parent in the passenger seat. I mean, this kid was nowhere close.
Like, you don't think the
to
kid
being
could have
driving
been
age.
like 13?
No.
Really?
I'm guessing younger than 10.
Wow.
That's just a guess.
That's starting them early.
So, yeah.
I mean, they need to learn somehow. I wish there was a way to get kids a little bit more driving experience before they turn 14. But how do you do it? Just let them drive around?
Go-kart.
Yeah, I don't know.
My parents had a big enough yard where I had a go-kart for a while, and yeah. Mopeds, bikes,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I drove tractors.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's farm kids get that.
Well,
that experience before other city kids.
Oh yeah,
do.
I was ramping terraces when I was like 12 in a truck. It was great.
Let's see your top box office movies from over the weekend. Not a ton of people going to the movies. Thunderbolts.
What?
That's the latest Marvel movie.
Ooh.
76 million. So, I mean, decent opening weekend, but it's going to fall after that. Thunderbolts, 76 million opening weekend. Sinners, hanging in there, 33 million. I think that's about its third week out there. Minecraft movie, still bringing in 13.7 million. It's closing in on the 400 million mark overall. The Accountant 2 with Ben Affleck brings in 9.4 million. And then Until Dawn has 3.8 million at the number 5 spot. 6 through 10 all making less than $2 million. The Amateur, The King of Kings, Warfare hit the third case. And then Unknown Title.
Unknown Title.
I don't know if that's the actual name or if, I don't know what the Unknown Title brought in 0.95 million. So $950,000 for that one.
Well, that's better than that. Maybe if they'd named it, it'd get a few more. I don't know.
What was the name of that movie?
Unknown.
Unknown Title. Here's an interesting topic. This is random.
Okay.
Some of our random stuff for today. Top 10 once popular sandwiches from the 1950s that time has forgot. Again, top 10 once popular sandwiches from the 50s that time has forgot.
Okay.
Number 1 on the list, liverwurst and onion sandwich.
Well, that's maybe okay.
They say it was a deli counter staple of the 1950s.
Really?
The sandwich paired rich, spreadable liverwurst with sharp, raw onions served cold and unapologetically pungent.
I wonder, I've never tried liverwurst. Maybe I'd like it.
I don't know. Probably. You like
I
roast
probably
things.
would.
And you like onions, don't you?
Yeah.
So, liverwurst and onion. The next one, number 2, chopped egg and olive sandwich.
I'd eat that.
Creamy mash of hard-boiled eggs and green olives, often mixed with mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't be bad at all.
Cream cheese and jelly sandwich.
Oh, instead of peanut butter and
They
jelly.
say
Why don't...
sweet meets savory.
Huh.
Cream cheese and jelly. Peanut butter and bacon sandwich.
I've never tried that.
You know, Elvis had his, the peanut butter and, is it pickles?
I don't know, it was something weird.
Or banana. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But peanut butter and bacon. I mean, I could do that.
Oh, yeah.
Those are two things I like.
I like bacon.
A deviled ham sandwich. This is packed with spicy processed ham paste. That sounds disgusting. From a can. They say the spread was a quick, easy filler between white bread slices. Deviled ham sandwich. A ham spread.
So, well, I'm thinking back to maybe you can still get it. I'm not positive. They used to be able to go, thinking back at the old grocery store here in town, Blackie's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't they have a ham spread you could get from the deli? It seemed like I liked, maybe I didn't like it. It was just something Mom and Grandma always had.
Yeah.
Because it was affordable and just easy to throw together. Ham.
Next is cucumber and butter sandwich. Nope.
I'm trying to think, what have I had? I've had a radishes and butter on bread. Nothing else. That's a great sandwich. Why couldn't I? I could do a cucumber sandwich.
Okay. Banana and mayonnaise sandwich.
Ooh, no. I like both of those things, but not together. Yeah. No.
No.
Yuck.
How about, tongue sandwich? Thinly sliced beef tongue was once considered gourmet. I mean, if you didn't know what you were eating.
Right. I mean, if it tastes okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Tongue sandwich. I had my head somewhere else.
How about a pimento cheese sandwich? I'm not sure what a pimento is.
So pimento is what's in the green olives, the red thing.
Okay.
Isn't that pimento? I'm pretty sure that's pimento. They have to stuff those, by the way, with pimento. I thought maybe the olives came off the tree looking like that.
I wouldn't have known.
I found that out a couple years ago.
Okay. And then finally, olive and nut sandwich. Olive and nut. Texture-heavy mix of chopped nuts and green olives, bound with cream cheese, served chilled.
That doesn't sound as tasty. Nothing with nut. I mean, I like...
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
You know.
Oh, boy. We should probably do some good news and get out of here.
Let's do that for sure.
Let's do some good news. Brought to us by Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance, where Medicare is made easy. 319-471-3328. We thank Jay for bringing us our good news, which is posted on my Facebook page at 7:45 each weekday morning. Good news. Now, this is kind of crazy, but it ends up being good. A man in Bolivia survived a small plane crash and spent 36 hours stranded in a remote alligator-filled swamp before being rescued. That's the good news portion of it. The crash occurred during a solo flight in a light aircraft, which went down in a densely vegetated wetland area with no immediate access to roads or rescue services. The pilot, who was the only guy on the plane, sustained injuries but managed to exit the wreckage and signal for help using flares and reflective materials. Wow. But again, he was in alligator-infested swamplands and survived for a day and a half.
See, that would be my luck. I would survive the plane crash and then end up in an alligator-infested swamp.
Yeah, you'd live through it.
Yeah.
Just to get eaten by the gators.
Wow.
All right.
Back to your trampolines.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was curious. Like I said, I know a lot of people are against it. I mean, a lot of grandparents, it seems like, when you want to get your kid a trampoline and they're like, oh, that's a horrible idea. Like, what? We never had one when we were a kid for a reason. Did you know that there's approximately over 100,000 trampoline-related injuries every year? That's just in the United States. It's over 600,000 worldwide.
Wow.
trampolines. They must not be safe. Up to 80% of the injuries occur at home. And the most common injury is head and neck injuries.
Yep.
Wow.
Snapping those necks.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, what are you doing it? Don't do the stupid stuff.
Don't do it.
Don't do it unless you know what you're doing.
Let's see here. Amber says ham spread is good.
Well, is it though?
Amber says that she doesn't take my opinion on food. Nancy says her husband ate mayo and bananas with chopped cashews.
Really?
So she says they're good.
Bananas and mayo. That just seems, I don't know, like
it's a weird combination.
Maybe it's one of those things you put them together and your taste buds go, ole.
On Cinco de Mayo.
Right. But I don't know. Ooh, hello. You got any big plans for Cinco de Mayo?
Nope.
What?
Just going to go home, take
really?
a nap.
There's all kinds of stuff going on. Festivals and pinatas.
Yeah. There's a parade here in downtown Sigourney.
Yeah,
right?
Get the specials. Yeah, go do it. Celebrate the 5th day of May.
We were going to go to Ottumwa and eat some Mexican food on Saturday, but we didn't. We stayed here in town and ate. I tell you what. We were cruising around looking for places to eat, and it seemed like the square was hopping on Saturday evening. Looked like every place was busy.
What was going on?
I think with the flea market over in
Watch
here. But it was kind of Saturday evening was hopping.
So you didn't get no Mexican?
We did. Well, we didn't get Mexican, but we just ate here in town with somebody that doesn't advertise. So I'm not going to name drop them.
So I'm guessing I know where, because you didn't eat Mexican, but you almost said you did. So that has anything to do with who cooked it? No. Because I'm thinking Steve's going one step further before we get off.
Nope.
And
you just offended the rest of our audience. Everybody else is too.
I have not offended everybody yet. There's got to be a couple more branches out there that I haven't leaned on.
We'll try to get them tomorrow. One last look at our forecast. Let's do it. Run to the weather lab.
That's my running sound effect. Who else could I offend?
We're getting there.
Today, partly sunny. A high near 65. Listen, folks. Listen. This is your last chance to hear this forecast. It's beautiful. 65 for a high today under partly sunny skies. Patchy fog tomorrow morning. Otherwise, it should be out of the area by 8. Otherwise, sunny. 73 tomorrow. Partly sunny on Wednesday and a high of 77. So, man, there ain't nothing to complain about that forecast.
Hey, man, there ain't nothing to complain about.
You ain't got nothing on me,
Talking about complaining?
No, I ain't complaining. What? Come on, fool.
All right, now I think we've done it. We've hit everybody. Let's get out of here. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, yeah. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Thanks to Angie from Sleep in Heavenly Peace for stopping in. And tomorrow, it'll be a fun-filled day. You'll just have to tune in.
Oh, really?
To find out.
Oh, I can't wait.
Bye.
Fun-filled days make me happy.